So what's on your nightstand? Hey guys, Todd Heaton here with Humilitas First. So here we see my daytime nightstand. Nighttime nightstand, it's going to have an additional object or two on top of it. So I have two vehicles that sit out in the driveway. When we buy a vehicle, we get that extra set of keys, and usually it just sits in the basket on the counter in the kitchen, right? Take those duplicate keys and key fob and put them on your nightstand. Why? If in the middle of the night you have a prowler, a burglar, somebody up to no good outside your house, then you can do this. How can we use these car alarms to begin stacking advantages as part of a home defense plan? Bad guys do not want attention drawn to them. They don't like loud noises and bright lights. So they're going to start asking themselves some questions like, have the police been called? Has the clock begun ticking? How long do I have to get out of here? I think maybe I made a mistake. If I can't currently afford a house alarm with a really loud exterior siren, I might mention to my neighbors, hey, if my two car alarms ever go off in the middle of the night, call 911. We can use these as a kind of an external panic button, in addition to someone inside the house calling 911. Resist the temptation, resist the urge to turn it off quickly out of fear of, oh, it's going to disturb the neighbors. If you've got this kind of a problem at your house, somebody trying to get in your house, prowling around your house, or getting into your car, let the alarms continue to sound. Why? In the first place, it can act like a kind of deterrence. In the second place, if you've called 911 and the police are on the way, it's going to make it really easy for the police to find your house. Lastly, the thing that we're introducing here is an artificial controlled kind of chaos. That chaos has the capacity to mess with the mind and the will of the unjust aggressor. It's going to sow doubt, confusion, uncertainty, and fear. It's a temporary kind of chaos, and its purpose is to actually restore order out of chaos, the chaos that the unjust aggressor has brought with him to your home. Think of a flashbang. That's the same kind of principle, a distraction device. You know, John Boyd, the late Colonel John Boyd, gave us the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, and act. And one of the things that he talked about in regards to OODA loops, getting into the mind of our adversaries, was we need to start thinking about doing the least expected thing. The least expected thing has to do with being unpredictable, learning how to be unpredictable. When you're unpredictable, that creates uncertainty, doubt, and fear in the mind of the unjust aggressor. In this video, I'm just focusing on if the problem's outside, not if the problem's inside. So considering that, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going outside. I'm going to let the professionals, the police, come deal with the problem. But you can't say always or never. Say one of my children is outside coming home late and there's a problem, and I see there's a problem and I have to go defend that child. This is going to create an opportunity for me to get outside surreptitiously under the cover of this distraction. This is going to be, if it's an unjust aggressor and you have to go defend your child, it's going to be tense, uncertain, and rapidly evolving. Well, why should it just be tense, uncertain, and rapidly evolving for me if I'm innocent, if my child's innocent? It shouldn't. So it has the potential to speed up, the rapidly evolving part and make it more tense and uncertain for the bad guy. It has the potential to add ambiguity, uncertainty into the mind of the bad guy, to make him begin to question and doubt and have fear and anxiety. So are we looking for a fair fight? No. If you're looking for a fair fight, your tactics are terrible. Stop looking for fair fights. This isn't about competition. When a violent confrontation or a deadly force confrontation cannot be avoided and it comes to legitimate self-defense or defense of another, focus on winning. These kinds of encounters are not in a ring. There's no judges, there's no referees to stop the fight, there's no doctor ringside coming to help you. Something like this that you see here, it's going to give me the highest probability of maintaining the element of surprise. It's going to cover any noise I'm going to make coming out the front door, coming out the side door, coming out the back door. And as a distraction, it may give me the opportunity to gain an advantage in positioning, timing, and or over the will of the unjust aggressor. Think about these things.